Oh no, what is she doing? Is she gonna eat it? What? She just put it into the salad? Yeah, now she's disgusted, of course. But we all know it. Living alone has its perks. We can walk around in our underwear, scratch ourselves on inappropriate places, do whatever hobby whenever we choose to do so, and basically we don't have to compromise. However, money are usually tight, so this build is going to be budget challenge house. Only 20k for our starter home. With that said, let's hop into the build. I like a good challenge, and budget-friendly house is always a good challenge to do. I actually started easy. I thought a small house, we have only 20k. I will build the roofs, I will build the walls as usually, and then suddenly 3k were gone. I don't even know where. As the next, I decided to put the columns there. Maybe that was not the best decision ever because I spent really bunch of money on only that, but I felt like a porch would be a nice touch and it needed the columns. I also used those decorative corbels, which was also not mandatory, but I wanted to have a nice house even on the budget. Then I used these windows. I could again go for something cheaper, but I really wanted to have shutters on the windows. And then I painted the whole house. I tried to stay in suburban style because I was thinking it's a base game, so if you will download this house, you want it to fit with the Willow Creek where it's supposed to be. And after all that, we are down to 13k left for the decorating the whole house. So it's like six and a half downstairs and upstairs. Which if you think about the numbers, the most expensive TV is 8,500. So it's not really a lot of money. So to be able to stick within the budget, I had to use the most cheap appliances. But if you will download this house, you have a room to make your way up with buying the new appliances, with buying the more expensive furniture, with buying the TV actually, because it's not gonna be there. I was brave at the beginning, and at the beginning I did put the TV there. But then I very soon regretted my decision and I could not fit even the most cheap TV there is. You know, the one with the antenna? Even that was super expensive. And I was also bold at first. I was thinking I don't have much money, so I will make the bold choices with the patterns, with the walls. But this I will also abandon in one point of time. First, it was expensive, and second, I didn't want to have this style at the end. And I don't know if you are checking the money, but I'm left with 4k. I have no bathrooms. I have barely something in the bedroom. Downstairs kinda looks somehow. Basically, at this point, I knew I'm in trouble. So you see me already replacing the TV for the antenna one. I was really fighting to have at least the TV there for a fun need. But even that's not gonna be there. This gave me extra space to create the bathrooms and to buy some furniture for the skill building. And by ditching the idea of having a TV, it gave me extra 4k. So now you will see me decorate the bathroom, but also the money were gone so fast. I could not even afford 2 counters for my sink, and for some reason not known to me, I decided to have a shower tub combo, which is super expensive. I regretted the decision instantly, and during the playtest, I actually will swap the bed to have only one night table standing next to it, which gave me extra money to have only one light. But even with that extra boost, I could not even afford a table. So I had to improvise and create one from the shelves and from the debug menu as the table legs. But if you look on the price, I'm left with 70 simoleons. So now was the time to change my bold patterns for something more generic, but this decision actually made it worse because now I'm over 20k. And now I decided, okay, now is the time I need to place the stuff which are important for the gameplay. So you see me putting there the trash bin, you see me putting there the railing for the stairs, you'll see me putting there a stairs outside because I wanted to have a backyard. kinda within the budget. And after I did all this, the decisions were made what I can swap for cheaper money. So the table is gone, the TV is definitely gone, which left me with 200 simoleons, which I then used for some decorations in the house and for the books which I used for the skill building. All the rest is gonna be debug. I'm so happy we have access there, and I'm so happy majority of stuff there is for free. I also use couple of debug items inside of the house. Unfortunately, I did this after when I was doing playtests, so it didn't make it into the speed build video, but at the end, during the tours, you will see all what I placed there. And at the end, actually, it looks kind of full. However, the negativity of these items is that your Sims could not really use them. So the patio table, which is in the back, they cannot really sit there. On the other hand, for the gameplay, when your sim is not able to bring his food here and there, then you don't have to clean up afterwards. So, God gives, God takes, I assume. And as a last step, I really wanted to have at least some lights outside. So I placed them there, and then I swapped one indoor plant to be able to get the money for that. I've also placed the terrain paint at the end, because terrain paint is for free. But with that, we are slowly heading towards the tours. We made it! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I know I did plenty. This build actually got me inspired for the next one, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day and see you next time. Bye bye!